That number you just saw is a real insurance quote for a 2025 EV in a mid-density suburb. That is not a mortgage. That is not a lease on a luxury vehicle. That is monthly car insurance on a car that is already paid off. The April 2026 insurance risk report just dropped, and buried inside 94 pages of actuarial language is a number they hoped you would never find. 40% year over year. High-density areas, EV owners specifically. This is not inflation. This is not supply chain. This is a coordinated squeeze, and your EV is caught right in the middle of it. They are not raising premiums because EVs are dangerous. They are raising them because EVs are expensive to write off, and they are writing them off for bumper scuffs. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will have the exact AI prompt to fight back. Here is the engineering trap nobody warned you about. Manufacturers in their race to hit range numbers and crash ratings built the sensor arrays directly into the structural frame, not on the frame. In it, ultrasonic parking sensors, lateral collision detectors, thermal monitoring nodes for the battery pack, all of them woven into the same panels that take impact in a minor collision. So here is what happens. You clip a bollard in a parking lot, low speed, nobody is hurt. The damage looks cosmetic, but that rocker panel houses a thermal sensor array that feeds directly into the battery management system. And here is the catch. The manufacturer will not authorize an independent battery inspection. It has to go through a certified dealer network. Labor starts at $300 an hour. Diagnostic alone is 6 hours minimum. $1,800 before a single part is touched. The insurer gets the repair estimate, sees $14,000 to $22,000 on what looks like a parking lot scuff, and makes one calculation. Total loss is cheaper, so they write it off. And because integrated structural battery packs cannot legally be resold as salvage in 23 states, the car is crushed or exported. That total loss goes on the vehicle history. Resale value on comparable models drops. The pool of high-risk EVs grows, and the April 2026 risk report uses that pool to justify the 40% spike. You see what is happening? The manufacturers built cars that are impossible to repair cheaply. The dealers hold the monopoly on certified repair. The insurers absorb the inflated costs and then hand them straight back to you in your renewal letter. It is not a bug, it is the business model, and there is more. 3 of the largest insurers in the country have quietly moved specific 2025 EV models onto what internal documents are calling a high-risk blacklist, not publicly announced, no press release, no warning to existing policyholders. Just a renewal quote that doubles overnight with a letter that says market conditions. If your renewal just spiked and nobody could explain why, now you know why. Here is where it changes, because everything I just described, the repair monopoly, the total loss manipulation, the blacklist, all of it can be challenged. If you know what to ask and how to ask it, this is the prompt. Analyze my vehicle's repairability index and the 2026 salvage value trends. Is my insurance company over-leveraging battery fragility to justify a 40% hike? Give me 3 data-backed points to challenge this renewal. Run that in Claude 4.6. Here is what it does for you. Point 1. It pulls your vehicle's repairability index score. Every modern vehicle has one. It measures how accessible parts are, how many certified repair shops exist in your region, and what the average repair-to-value ratio looks like. Most EV owners have never seen theirs. Your insurer has. They are using it against you. AI gives you the same data. You come to the table armed. Point 2. It maps 2026 salvage value trends against your specific model year. If your insurer is claiming your vehicle depreciates faster due to battery degradation risk, the AI can cross-reference actual auction data, actual salvage yard transactions, actual resale comparables. If their depreciation model is inflated, and in many cases it is, you now have 3 comparable data points that say so. Point 3. It drafts a formal dispute letter, not an email. A structured, reference-cited premium dispute letter that references the specific clauses in your policy that require actuarial justification for rate increases above a defined threshold. Most states require insurers to provide that justification if you formally request it. Most people never request it because they don't know they can. Now you do. This is not a guarantee, but it is leverage. And leverage is the only language insurers respond to. One viewer used this exact process in Q1 2026 and had their renewal reduced by $180 per month, not because the insurer suddenly grew a conscience, because they were shown that someone in the room understood the game, that someone can be you. I need to know something right now in the comments. If your monthly EV insurance premium is higher than your car payment or within $100 of it, type the word insane. Then drop your monthly rate and your state. No names, no personal details, just the number and the location. I am building a live heat map of the worst states for EV insurance costs in 2026, and I need your data to make it real, because right now, insurers are betting that EV owners are isolated, that you think it is just you, that you will absorb the cost silently and renew without questioning it. The heat map proves otherwise. When I publish it, and I will publish it, it becomes evidence, it becomes shareable, it becomes the kind of data that ends up in front of state insurance commissioners. So comment now. Build this with me. Here is the part nobody is talking about yet. If you cannot insure it affordably, you cannot sell it. Think about that. You bought an EV to save money on fuel, on maintenance, on emissions guilt. You were told the total cost of ownership made sense. Nobody told you that in 2026 the insurance market would price your vehicle into a dead zone. Too expensive to insure, too stigmatized to sell at full value, too complex to repair without a dealer monopoly bleeding the process dry. This is the silent killer of EV resale value. When a model hits the high-risk blacklist, premiums double, buyers walk, private sale prices crater. And the manufacturer? They have already moved on to the next model year. You are holding the depreciation. They are holding the profit. The repair monopoly is real. The blacklist is real. The 40% spike is documented. And the total loss war is costing American EV owners billions, quietly, annually, buried in renewal letters. The AI prompt I gave you today is a start, not a finish. The fight is bigger than one renewal. Subscribe now, not later, now. Because the next video covers something worse. What happens when your EV is totaled, the insurer pays out, and you still owe $11,000 on a car that no longer exists? That video drops this week, and if you are not subscribed, you will miss the only warning you are going to get.